What's up everybody, Sets here, but before we get started, let's play a little game. Can you guys guess what anime this song is from? Here's a quick clue for the review. This one came out in 2019 and it's looking like it's gonna be a long one. But with that being said, let's get this started. What's up everybody? What's up everybody, Sets here, and today I'm doing an anime review on Kenja no Mago? Kenja no Mago? I don't know. I tried, I'm sorry. So here's a quick little bio or intro to this anime. This one is a man, I don't even want to say this part, but I'm gonna say this, but I'll explain more of my thoughts. So this one's about a guy who dies, gets resurrected in a different world, but then his new grandma and grandpa is, his grandpa is Merlin, his grandma is a fucking top enchanter, and like I guess you would call him his uncle is like the top swordsman. Like he hasn't trained anybody and he's revered as the top swordsman. And yeah, and it's like basically everything you need to know before I kick it over to my thoughts. So let's go. So at first when I saw this anime, before I was even before someone even commented about it, which honestly thank you for commenting about this, because I was about to put this anime on the very last of my list, and let me explain why. Until I got a comment saying how much somebody really liked this anime, I read the bio and I'm like, another fucking anime that's about a guy dying, going to another world. I'm like, man, that's been done so much. It's almost to the point it's ridiculous. And it's almost like the video game anime, right? Like, you know, everyone like through that whole year, everyone did like video game animes, and now I felt like we went through a year of reborn animes. You know, you die in the world, you know, the real world, you get reborn in a fantasy world. And honestly, I was kind of sick of the genre for a little bit, so I wanted to step out of that because I thought it was pretty crazy. But let me tell you, even though this is technically a dies and reborn anime, I'm not even shitting you. You can literally cut out literally that part, delete the first minute, and the story would make 1,000% more sense, because this anime is so strong on its own. It doesn't even need to fucking die and be reborn. This anime had a, man, its concept is phenomenal. So I like OP animes. I really like OP animes, but if they're done correctly. And oh my god, did this one do that correctly? Because they went more, it was more of like a parody. It was like a parody. Man, I don't know how to explain this. This is like a Gintama. Like if you really like Gintama, then you're probably really like this, because like this kid has no fucking idea how OP is, and he's OP by default because it has nothing. I mean, you could say it was because he was reborn from a different world, but honestly, like I said, you could delete that part. And just because his fucking grandpa was Merlin, which was revered as the craziest, greatest magician, but he had his grandpa, which is an OP wizard, teaching him. Then you have his grandma, which is an OP enchanter, teaching him that stuff. And then you have his uncle, which is an OP swordsman, teaching him swordsman skills, and all of them were teaching him since a young age. So holy shit, did this kid turn out fucking OP. Man, it was the funniest thing, man. I'm not gonna spoil anything because when the moments happen in this anime, and that's why I don't want to say too much, is because what makes this anime so great is the reactions of everybody is normal, right? When this kid does something that's extraordinary, to see the shock on Merlin's face, or to see the shock on his teachers, and it's just so funny to the point where like it makes so much sense. So basically what happens is he grows up and they literally finally realize he has no idea how OP he is. So they decided to roll him into a school academy, so he can kind of get a feel of, you know, the level he should be at. But holy crap, dude, was this funny. And that's where it gets funnier, because you'll see him just casually telling a story, and then just everybody's in fucking shock because the story he's telling is not a normal story, or it's not a normal, you know, a typical experience that the normal people had. And it's honestly one of those that you're gonna want to watch if you're looking for like a comedy, like a Gintama. Like it was good, and I would definitely watch a season 2 of it. And not only because I thought the story was hilarious, and I really hope if when people watch it they can see like the parody and not take it too serious, because if people take this anime super serious, then it's not going to be a good anime. You have to, this is a light-hearted comedy with there's a story there. So as long as you keep like an open mind and realize this is not a super serious thing, and then as long as you just delete the part that he was reborn, this honestly was worth the watch. And I would definitely recommend this. But you know what, guys, let me know down in the comments how you guys felt about this anime, and what would you do if you were him. So let me know down in the comments. But hey guys, if you really enjoyed my content, please head over to my profile, and if you haven't already, click on that sub button, but then also click on that little bell. That bell will notify you anytime I post up a video, so that way you can always be kept up to date. Thank you guys for watching. I had a lot of fun making this review. Don't forget to check out the description, a lot of cool stuff in there, my Discord, also my Brave for those who want to help support me or just use an awesome browser. Definitely go check that out. Outside of that, guys, I will see you in the next one.